Okay, so lovers of the Battlefield franchise are going to be going over the moon with the new Battlefield 6 launching in October 10th. But we've got so much information coming from the game over the last 24 hours, including open beta where you can play for free. We've also got loads of information, including the new classes, how destruction's been altered, new game modes, and new game maps. There's so much to go over inside of this video, and I cannot wait to bring it to your faces. If you haven't already, smash the beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console, the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts. So keep your eye on that one for Battlefield 6 hitting a pre-order and going in there fighting hot. Now, we're going to be giving a copy of Battlefield 6 away closer to release, and if you guys want to get involved with that, it is very, very simple. Show your love for the destruction and put a flame emoji in the comment section below, and we'll be giving this game away closer to the launch of October 10th. I'm excited for it, and hopefully you guys are too. Let's dive into the game. So yesterday we had an amazing day indeed, where we got to see the incredible multiplayer gameplay trailer reveal. This was issued out in a ginormous live stream with loads of gameplay and feels inside of it, details up to the hilts. And they also released their announcements for the open beta. Following the tweet that they actually posted up right here, you can see that the open beta, which is playing for free among all people, is the August 7th, August 8th, August 9th, and August 10th, and also on August 14th, August 17th. These are a good few time periods where you guys are going to be able to get to try out the game and see if it's something that you want to put in your order for before it releases on October 10th. Now, this is going to be huge because they have a load of new details inside of the game for you guys that you may well be interested in. Starting off with the classes, which are finally back, I may add, and this was one thing that a lot of Battlefield players were really yearning for. We have 4 new classes, including Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. If you guys are more of a runner and gunner, using grenade launchers, flashbangs, adrenaline shots, and being able to occupy a second primary weapon, then the Assault class is going to be right down your street. We then have the Engineer, who deals mainly with explosives with enemy vehicles. We also have rockets, mines, and it can repair friendly machinery, meaning that the Engineer is an all-out vehicle warfare, whether it's healing up and repairing one of your teammates' machinery, or just going ahead and dealing that explosive to get rid of that tank around the corner. Engineer is going to be something you guys want to look into. Your Support class will primarily focus around supply crates, heals, and ammo deployments. It's also going to be able to deploy cover from enemy grenades and missiles as well, leaning into that real support narrative, meaning that the rest of your team can go ahead and get things done and achieved correctly. And finally, we have the Recon class, where the Battlefield Edge Runner. These guys are absolutely nutcases, with snipers, drones, C4, and a laser that will guide ally missiles to the enemy target. This thing means that you guys are going to be able to bring in the overhead support in showing exactly where it is that the enemy team reside. Overall, these classes do seem to be resonating quite well with the community so far, and it's nice to see that the development team are actually listening with regards to what it is that people are wanting from a brand new Battlefield title. They've also worked into new aspects of destruction, as it's hit a whole new level with a new mode called Tactical Destruction. Now, this is a big one because they're using it to have more tactical gameplay, whether that's actually taking out the floor or taking out walls to be able to get to the enemy, or even just blowing up an entire building, running over the rubble, and making your way over to the other side. This new Tactical Destruction takes the destruction levels of Battlefield to a whole new level. This is all new tech that they have been trialing out inside of Battlefield 6, and this should essentially shape up the way that Battlefield utilizes its game moving forward. Now, where is it that you'll be using this Tactical Destruction? Well, we've got a load of new game modes. 9 maps, including the remake of Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3, is an absolutely large one. These all look completely different, and even though Warfare on its own is just destruction on destruction, this looks absolutely iconic because they all have their own looks. We have 4 different areas that you guys are going to be able to venture during these time periods, which is Gibraltar, which is mainly revolving around smaller maps for those closer quarters. Egypt, which is about land vehicles and infantry, meaning that there is going to be a lot more happening inside of those maps. We have got Tajikistan, which is scaled up big time, so huge maps with massive Tajikistan, which is a huge scale maps. mainly focusing around cinematic play. So this means that you guys are going to see more explosions and chaos inside of these maps than I think you've ever seen before. And then we've got your balanced map, which is Brooklyn. This focuses around the close quarter and scale play, and this could be one of those more balanced types that the majority of players are probably going to lean into. For me, overall, it seems pretty damn utilized right now, and it seems that the maps may well be really enhanced so that there isn't really anything you cannot do. Taking out buildings, structures, bridges, and so much more, the destruction in this is probably going to make it so that the maps look completely different once you finish with them compared to when you first landed in. Now, as far as game modes though, there are an absolute array of them, some of which haven't even been announced yet. We reside around Conquest, Breakthrough, and Rush will be your three main objectives that you'll be able to play on top of TDM, Squad Deathmatch, Domination, and King of the Hill, with a whole new mode called Escalation, which essentially is just like a giant build-up to a massive cinematic battle happening at the end of it. There are more maps, modes, and events still due to come that they'll be announced closer to the release of the full game. For me personally, it's actually really exciting. Nothing more than wanting different modes and having new ways to play. It obviously has your old classics in there, but as far as the new mode Escalation, a lot of people are really ramping up about this one as they've never seen anything like it inside of the game so far. And coming from Battlefield 2042, anything has got to be better than that. And finally, they have now released their new version of Portal. It's back, it is bigger than ever, and you'll be able to add in so much more than you have done in previous, with brand new UI settings and many variations, meaning that you can play in hardcore modes and pretty much change up every setting known to man. This new Portal system is going to be bringing in some massive experiences for you guys to be able to create, design, and publish, meaning that you guys can essentially have your own map for you and your friends, or you can publish ones out into the public so that people can experience exactly what it is that you envisioned for Battlefield 6. Now, on top of all this, you'll also be able to get hold of the Phantom Edition of the game, which is going to bring you guys so many goodies. It's ridiculous, including the Phantom Squad, which has 4 different soldier skins for your 4 primary classes, looking absolutely incredible with that black and red featuring. This is definitely something that I want to get my hands on. We'll also have Battlefield Pro tokens, Battle Pass, 25 tier skips, and exclusive unlocks with more, which is absolutely huge and a great way to start off the Battle Pass as you go into the game. The Shrouded Weapon package and the Drop Shadow package, as well as a few more added extras, will sit on top of the Chimera vehicle skin and the Tombstone pack pre-order bonus. This is going to be absolutely huge because it looks so damn incredible, and I'm always been a fan of that black and white coloration, and this is going to be going in for quite a big one. Although it does come with a hefty price as of right now. If you go onto PlayStation to order it, you can get it for a $99.99. That's 100 Great British pounds, or if you are a part of EA Play, you can get that £10 off. A chunky price indeed for some very cool items, but nonetheless, it's still 100 Great British pounds. Overall, the game seems to be doing quite well, and before even released, this is receiving millions upon millions of views on trailers, and people are talking about this all over the internet. The game is something that a lot of people have been waiting for, and after 2042 being their latest iteration, it appears that the fans are now excited that they'll be revisiting their roots upon what it is that they've been experiencing for years previous to that release. Obviously, though, the game has not come out yet, and pre-announcements and impressions coming from people who have played the game over in the live play access do seem to be quite positive. But in 2025, one thing that you all need to know is that games obviously look good before they release and don't always release in the cleanest structures. So make sure that you go into this not overhyping and keeping your ear to the floor and making sure that you've got an open mind for the potential of this still being a flop like a lot of other games in this day and age. It's unfortunate to be negative towards a positive video, but it's something that you all obviously need to keep your brain moving on. Keeping the realistic nature of what it is that these games can bring will be a massive key feature to your experience when you go into Battlefield 6 on October 10th. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I want to be able to cover this game, so if you do enjoy it, then make sure you do hit that beautiful like button and let me know in the comment section below more what you're excited about from the game. For me personally, it's got to be that new escalation game mode, and I'm going to be running and gunning in there with an assault class pretty damn quickly. I do love me a grenade launcher. Nonetheless, though, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.